Love. Love is the flower of life. That's why everyone, regardless of gender or age, longs for the heart-throbbing love. But loving properly is not easy. Why? Because you don't know the nature of love. Only those who have realized the meaning of true love and learned it through their bodies can truly love. Those who have experienced true love in their lives can be said to be blessed. So, what is love? Of course, various interpretations are possible. Let's define love here as realizing that the other person and I are one, and believing in it and not doubting it. However, it is not easy to practice the love that everyone knows. If you have a partner with you, you will have a mind to compare and distinguish. The mind naturally arises to consider whether everything is right or wrong, good or bad, loss or profit. In this state, it is difficult to develop into love. Rather, there is not much difference from a normal human relationship, or a transaction that considers gains and losses. Depending on the time, you may be worse off than others or become enemies. In order to love properly, you must realize that the person and you are one. And you shouldn't doubt it even in your dreams. But he and I are obviously different people. The trajectories of their lives, as well as their personalities and abilities, are different. How can we believe that we are one when the reality is like this? The clue to this problem must also be found in the fact that everything and I are one. Although now, it seems to be divided into two. But since he and I are one, he and I are also one. After all, he is no different from myself. So how could I not love him? If that person were to be regarded as I am, would he be able to speak or act with conditions or trade-offs? Before love begins, emotions such as selfishness, greed, desire, and possessiveness are mixed. When true love sprouts, he realizes that he and I are one, and comes to ideal love. However, if you do not reach true love, you will still think of him as someone different from yourself, and you will remain in hatred, resentment, and hatred. If you still don't understand love, let's learn through my body. As you already know, my body is an association of cells and bacteria. In the days when the body was composed of only cells, how terrible, unfamiliar, and gross were the bacteria that were the first to invade the body, and see for the first time in their lives? At that time, bacteria would have been alien-like beings with unimaginable appearance and militancy in the eyes of cells. But the wise cells of our ancestors overcame this ordeal and finally embraced the bacteria, as if they were themselves. And they found a way to coexist by sharing difficult things together. So today, it has been reborn as an association that constitutes a healthy and motivated human body. Likewise, the cells in our ancestors' bodies also practiced love with bacteria. Without this love, human beings could not exist today. Love is the most efficient way to confirm that everything and I are one. Love is the most beautiful way to realize a piece of truth in human life. Love is like an oasis in the desert that revitalizes a thirsty and weary life. While everyone plays their own role, it is not easy to know who they are, where they come from, and where they are going. Still, the original me, the first cause, and the current me were and are one, so the body and mind are naturally drawn to each other. So, the more traces of the original me are found in the other person, the easier it is to fall in love. Love is the process and result of discovering that the other person and I are originally one. So most of them meet, fall in love, and marry someone they have a lot in common with or are attracted to. And I love my children, who are my alter egos born out of that marriage. Then, the scope of love gradually expands to include family, friends, relatives, people, mankind, animals, plants, and everything else where many traces of the original person can be found. If you can love everything in the universe in this way, you will finally realize the truth and reach the point where all problems will be resolved by themselves. Thank you very much for watching this video.